Hey there, FOODIES. It's me. Welcome to my channel where we explore all sorts of yummy food science and engineering fun. Today's question comes from one of our very own viewers. Amelie asked, why do our stomachs growl? And this is a great question. So let's see if we can figure it out. Now, I happen to have a talking tummy just like you, but unlike you, mine rumbles pretty much all the time. Let me introduce you to my friend Growly the Belly. Hi, Growly. Hey there, and thanks for joining us today. We're trying to figure out why our stomachs make noise. Do you know why they make noise? No, not because they're hungry. Well, not always, anyway. I get hungry all the time. In fact, I'm kind of hungry right now. You know, sometimes I think being a belly button is the worst job in the world. You spend all day holding up this big old squishy sack full of wiggly jiggly stuff, and it never stops rumbling. I mean, sure, it's soft and squishy and warm in here, but you can't even see outside. You don't get to go anywhere. You don't get to do anything. All you do is watch whatever the thing above you decides to put in your mouth, and then you spend the next several hours sloshing around and making noises. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like fun to me. But you know what else makes me really mad? When people come up to me and say, "Hey, Growly, explain to me again why your owner eats." I mean, seriously, it's not like I have all the answers. I mean, I am a belly button after all. So yes, I have digested quite a few meals over the years, but do I really want to start listing off all the times my owner ate today? I guess I could try. Okay, first, I woke up and she had some toast with peanut butter and jelly and a glass of milk. Then at school, she had an apple and a cheese sandwich with more milk. Then when she got home, she had some carrot sticks and hummus. Then she had dinner, which was chicken and rice and green beans and another glass of milk. And then she had a snack, which was popcorn and a little bit of chocolate. Oh, and then she ate some ice cream with sprinkles for dessert. And of course, she drank water throughout the day. But why does she eat all that food, I guess maybe it is because her body needs energy to do things like play and learn and grow. And food is the way we fuel our bodies. Food gives us energy. I wonder how it does that. Well, Lucy the lunchbox is here to help with that question. Hey there, Growly. Hi, Lucy. Thanks for coming. We're talking about why we need to eat, and you are the expert on food. Why do we need to eat? Well, hello. Don't you know I'm a food? I'm a lunchbox full of delicious food. And without food, you can't do anything. You can't play or learn or grow or be an awesome tummy. We need to eat so we can have energy to do all the things we want to do. Yes. Thank you, Lucy. That makes perfect sense. But I still have no idea how food gives us energy. And since I'm attached to the human who eats, I should probably know this by now. Can anyone help us out? You bet your sweet beepy I can. Professor Yum is here to help us all out. Hello, Professor. Call me Yumi. I love dissecting things. Dissecting. You said dissecting. I'm not sure that's the right word here, but okay. We're talking about how food gives us energy, and you seem like the perfect person to ask. Oh, I would love to talk about food forever, but sadly, we only have one short to cover all this yumminess. Wait, no, we have two shorts. The point is we don't have much time. So listen up. Food is made up of tiny building blocks called molecules. Molecules! Ooh, I like the sound of that. When we eat, these molecules travel through our digestive system and eventually they reach this guy, the mitochondria. Oh, that's me! The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And that means it converts those molecules into a special molecule called ATP. That's what gives your cells energy. Amazing. Thank you, Professor. Me. I knew I could count on you. Now I think I finally understand how food gives us energy. Now let's try this again. You give me a food and I'll tell you how it gives us energy. Okay, I give you carrots. Ooh, carrots. I love carrots. They have lots of carbohydrates. Carbs are sugars, starches, and fibers. And remember, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Say that 5 times fast. And it converts those carbs into ATP, which gives your cells energy. Okay, what about chicken? Chicken is full of protein, which is made up of amino acids. Your body uses proteins for all sorts of things, like building muscles and helping with chemical reactions. But proteins can also be converted into carbs, which, remember, the mitochondria turns into ATP, which gives your cells energy. And finally, what about ice cream? Ice cream is mostly just sugar. And as we all know, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And it turns those sugars into ATP, which gives your cells energy. Yay! You did it! You learned all about how food gives us energy. Give yourself a nice little happy tummy slap for being such an awesome foodie. But now I think it's time for another science break. Haha. Gotcha. You thought I wouldn't notice you sneaking in there, didn't you, Growly? Oh, hey, Professor. Or should I call you Yumi? Either one. Did someone say science break? Because I have the perfect science activity for us all to try. All you need is a balloon, a fork, some modeling clay, a piece of tape, and a pencil. First, stick the end of the balloon to the tines of the fork with some tape. Make sure it's on there good. Then place a ball of modeling clay on top of the balloon. Use your hands to hold the fork steady while you blow up the balloon and keep blowing. Watch as the clay begins to spin round and round. Spin, spin, spin. Keep going until the clay falls off the balloon. Once it does, gently tap the clay and it will start spinning again. And the faster you blow on the balloon, the faster it spins. Spin, spin, spin. Isn't that cool? This is demonstrating something called conservation of angular momentum. As the balloon loses air, the clay slows down. But as long as you keep blowing on the balloon, the clay will keep spinning. Try it out for yourself at home and let us know how it goes. It's time for another science word of the day. Today's science word is molecule. A molecule is the smallest part of a substance that has the chemical properties of that substance. For example, water is made up of molecules. Each water molecule is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Yum! I love molecules. Now let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. We've learned a lot today. Food gives us energy, but why do our tummies make noise? Well, it's actually pretty simple. The noises we call growling or rumbling are caused by the muscles in your stomach walls contracting. Muscles? Yeah, your stomach has muscles that help move food along your digestive tract. See, your digestive tract is basically a tube, and these muscles contract and relax to move things along. Sometimes the food gets stuck in certain places, like where your stomach meets your small intestine. And that causes a little backup in the system. And that backup creates pressure in your stomach. And that pressure makes your stomach rumble. So now you know why your tummy growls. And it's not because it's angry at you. In fact, your tummy loves you very much. Just like I love you, little foodie. See you next time. Bye.